I only want you to watch this video if you are open to the possibility of more abundance coming to you more easily. If you're open to that, if you're like, sure, why not? That would be fun, that would be cool. Then this is a fun game that I challenge you to play for the next 7 days. And I say 7, if you enjoy it, if you start seeing your life flood with abundance, then obviously do it for more than 7 days. The game is to practice looking at absolutely everything in your life through the lens of abundance. Now, you may have heard people say this before, but I want to just dial this in to a level that perhaps you've never heard before. You know how sometimes you might have a challenge to walk 10k steps or to drink 3 liters of water or whatever your goal might be. Imagine if somebody challenged you to spot 1,000 things a day that are plentiful. And imagine if somebody said to you that if you do that, you will find that things will flow to you in more abundance than ever before. If those were the rules of the game and that was the outcome, would you do it? If that was the goal, if you had to, and I'm not saying you have to do 1,000, but let's say if you stretch your mind to think about, okay, the challenge is to find 1,000 things a day that are abundant, then every moment of the day, you would be looking at everything around you through that lens of appreciating and acknowledging the abundance of it. Let's just brainstorm right now. I bet you could think of 10 things that are abundant in your everyday normal reality just because it's the game. Let me think. When I walked into the coffee shop this morning, there was an abundance of coffee beans on the grinder above the machine. I am in the forest right now and there are an abundance of birds singing. There are an abundance of pine needles on these pine trees. There's an abundance of blades of grass. There's an abundance of oxygen to breathe. There's an abundance of houses in this neighborhood. There's an abundance of flowers on that bush. There's an abundance of sky above me. There's an abundance of stones and gravel beneath my feet. Now, the science behind doing this is that we do live in an abundant universe. The fact that all of those things exist, those things that I just mentioned, is proof of that. But we as humans have the free will and the choice to see it or to focus on the lack. And so if you identify as somebody who lives in a world of scarcity where there's not enough of this and not enough of that, you are limited to what you can manifest within your self-concept. So imagine the difference when you start to be a person who acknowledges and notices that they are absolutely surrounded, overflowing, brimming with constant abundance every which way you look. Your frequency completely changes. You align with the frequency of abundance, which is the natural frequency of this universe. And that is how to achieve and accomplish and manifest and attract abundance in a way that feels effortless. And I'm not saying don't take any action. Obviously, when you are taking that action with this abundance mindset, the abundance will flow in an effortless way. It will feel simple, easy, like, where was this the whole time? So you've got literally nothing to lose by doing this and everything to gain. Have fun with it. See how this fun game actually rewires your brain and tunes you to a new frequency.